some spare time, which is awesome, because that means it's time to check in with some Russian friends with Shocks.
Absolutely. Thank you, Paul. I am joined here by both EdWard and Alex Ish of Gambit. And, well, I think I speak for a lot of fans here when I say we're very happy to have you back in Europe, EdWard. How's your time been like since you've been back?
The most important thing for me is like my home, my family. I enjoy staying in my home, playing from home. The a little bit like small problem is like time difference, but I think it's not like big problem. So I think I like Europe, I like Russia, so I'm happy.
Getting back used to it. And Alex, how has it been having EdWard back on the team? Feeling good after that win, I see.
So I'm really happy that we got EdWard back, and like we're really good friends. I was very upset when he left our team, but I think that we're getting stronger now because like when he was leaving we got problems, and now most of the problems are solved. So I hope that it will be much better now.
All right, I'm going to come back to that in just a second. And I'd also just like to ask you, for the longest time we've seen in the media, the Gambit was like, no, EdWard is not coming back. He's not going to be back on our lineup. When did you know that EdWard was thinking of coming back?
So we were not sure of like if EdWard is coming or not. I think that he got some offers from European teams, so we were thinking that he's going to some EU team. So like we're pretty sure that he doesn't want to join Gambit, and like when we were doing with him like 1 week before announced, I think, or maybe a bit more, EdWard was like the offers were not that good, and he said like why not to join Gambit when I said to him, and he said like why not. So it was something like that.
Was it purely for you something about offers and money, or was it something else, and did you realize, hey, I want to go back to Gambit because they're essentially have been my friends?
It's really like hard to choose team because you don't know the players. I mean, what they're thinking about, what they want to, and also have to speak English. So, like speaking Russian is so much easier, and you just focusing on game, not talking what to say in English. So, I guess Russian team is the best team for me, and Gambit is the best.
Okay. Now, your English has improved a lot. Of course, you've spent an entire year over there in NA Acres. Was there ever a moment, when did that realization come that you wanted to come back to Europe?
I don't know, I just tried to play in NA. It's really hard, actually, for Europeans, also for Russians, whose English is not that good. But I think, I don't know, it's like, I just instantly, when I went, in 2 weeks, I like, damn, I want to back. Instantly, I just finished the season and back.
Okay, well, we're happy to have you back, as said. But of course, I have a quote here from you. It's from 5 months ago. It was an interview with GameSpot, actually. And you said, Cop likes communication more, and Genja doesn't. Thus, it is better for me to play with Cop. Now, you're back here. You're back with Genja, and we know that you've said that all the problems have dissolved. But are you not afraid that they might come back?
Did I say that Cop liked more communication? It was true, actually. But Genja is like talks so much more, and like he liked to play with me, I guess. We were playing duo queue even. So I think all problems is gone, and so we can be like best duo queue bottom in Europe.
Okay, well, I'm going to extend that question to you as well, Alex. Are you kind of wary and think, well, what if these problems come back, and what would you do to prevent them from coming back?
So I'm not sure that they can come back at all. I mean, Genja has become much more talkative than he was. So, like, I think that everyone in our team grew up. It's like 6 months passed. In our age, it's a lot. I mean, 1 year, around like 18 to 22 every year is like very, very strong. So I think that we will do our best, and like if we won't lose our skill, then I don't think that we should have any problems of that matter, like because everyone understands that we want to win and we're tired of kind of losing. So I think that we will do our best now.
Yeah, and everybody remembers, of course, that huge period of domination in Season 2 where you guys won everything there is to win. But then there were sometimes these times that Gambit would just not show up, even though you could. Have you lost that habit now? Is it now straight eyes on the prize, always trying very hard?
I don't know, it's like hard to say. Always we play practice games, we're just losing like 90% of games, but we're coming to tournament like we're doing less mistakes, or I don't know how to explain that, but we're playing so much better. So I guess tryhard mode is online all the time when you're playing here.
Try hard mode and the Ziggs versus Oriana matchup in that second game versus the Red.
So I'm pretty sure that Ziggs wins the matchup versus Ariana all the time. So like I got some problems with overextending and jumping like between the turrets, but most of the time I feel that Ziggs is really strong and underrated hero. So I think that we will see him much more now, especially when Ariana and Gragas will be nerfed. And as for like our pro mode on when we're playing in the tournaments, I think it's in the same with Fnatic, at least like what people say, that they don't try hard that much in scrims. So when we're scrimming them, it's just like the throw games. And I'm not sure why this happens, but most of the time, sometimes that happens to us even at LCS, because there are so many games that we can't try hard like every game. But on the tournaments like IEM and so on, we just play so much better.
Yeah, we know how important IEM is to you guys. You, of course, you were on that stage in Katowice last year. It must have been an amazing moment. How much do you want that to happen again?
So this time we don't want to be like losing every game in the beginning and then have like 26 minutes win.
It's a great story.
So, but overall, I would say that we win every tournament that is on BenQ monitors except Hanover. So, I mean, that's really funny that we found it out that IEM is like we always do that promotion thing, but still, I feel like so much better playing at tournaments than playing some kind of LCS system, because you don't need to travel every week. We prepared pretty much, though I a bit lost my English skills because I wasn't talking that much. But I think that tomorrow will be a really interesting game against Cloud9, and I hope they won't be affected by jet lag. And we will see how they improved.
Yeah, that is going to be my final question to you as well, Edward. What do you think of that matchup tomorrow versus Cloud9?
I know it's really hard to say what they're gonna play, because a lot of changes, like after Worlds, and most of the champions got nerfed what they played, like Zac, Nasus, or I don't know, a lot of champions. So it's gonna be interesting to play. We need to prepare. The most important thing is like champion select. So we need to think about what to ban and pick. So I think if we do that properly, we can manage to win.
All right, well, we're looking forward to that. Thank you very much, Alex and Edward. And as for us, we're going to be heading over